Yeah, Built is one. You can just see through his pace lines, right? That distance is the question mark, right? Where he's got strong pace figures through the early parts of the race, and they really drop at the end. Possibly one who's moved too early, which is could be a deadly mistake in terms of a fairgrounds racetrack with that long stretch. Maybe if he just times that move perfectly, he'll be able to sustain that bid a mile and a quarter. But Built is one that has not moved forward since that Gunrunner win.
And we see Sandman has now broken off from his pony and is on the precipice of a maintenance breeze. So
Yeah.
looking good, too.
Yeah, I watched him work in the last week, and it was very easy, right? He just looks like he's moving slow, but put a fine time. I think it was 49 seconds through four furlongs. Carries himself with tons of confidence, and just seems to be doing what he does easily. So that's definitely all the signs that this is maintenance mode for Sandman. So he's been holding great form, and that's all we've heard from Cassie throughout the winter at Oaklawn Park, and he seems to be feeling good here at Churchill Downs. But the question mark about whether he can win on this track, if this is his preferred surface, is I think one you've got to consider.
In horse racing, the term steam is referred to a first-time starter that everybody is talking about having some real ability. This horse was steamed on debut last year here at Churchill in June. He went off at nearly even money, finished 5th that day, showed a little bit of speed, went up to Saratoga, had a perfect pocket trip, and won second time out right off the rip. Just a little bit in and out since then. And look, here's a spade. 2 of his worst races came right here at Churchill Downs in those stakes last year, the Iroquois and the Street Sense, where he lost to Sovereignty and Tistastic in one of them.
Yeah, he's one who knocked me out of my multi-race wagers when he didn't get it done on debut, because he was moving quite well in the morning. He had a good spot, just didn't want to go by that forward Dale Roman's horse. So you can see he's moving with ease. He's not being asked. He's doing it on his own here. Really not building anything too impressive down the stretch. We'll see how he finishes through the wire. That's something I like to look for, Travis, is sort of their energy through the wire. Do they have a sense where that wire is? Does it sort of build their adrenaline? Does it get them kicking forward? You can see no movement by the exercise rider in terms of the hands. He comes through fine. And another thing I like to watch, Travis, is what's their energy on the backside after the work? How far do they go? Do they get to the track kitchen? I think that's sort of the high water mark that you like to see. So this seems like a very easy on the slow side. I would say it's probably similar to that 49 102 that we saw.
That's
from
exactly
Sandman
it.
Last time.
Kirstine just texted me 102.2 for 5 furlongs on Sandman. Who's not exactly a speed horse. I don't think we were expecting anything super fast here. And like we had said before, just maintenance, keeping things going.
Keeping things going, doing it happy, doing it easy. That seems to be what Mark Cassidy is saying, that he wants to see a happy horse who's within himself, and that's what we've got.
13.3, 26, 138, and 102.2 from Kevin Kirstine. Thank you for that, KK, as Sandman. That was live texting in the middle of the work. What a talent that Kevin Kirstine is.
Hey, well, I thought you were going to compliment